Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Friday, November 22nd, 2024. Before I jump into the charts, just want to mention that on Thursday, wickedstocks.com put out a stock pick on Morrow Holdings. You may be familiar with this very actively day-traded stock. It is a kind of a Bitcoin stock, if you will. They do data mining within the Bitcoin ecosystem. Anyway, on the precipice of a significant buy signal, have not met the requirements yet. We iron that all out in the video, and I'm telling you, there's a what we would see if the buy signal does emerge would be roughly a 50% return over the next 2 to 3 months. And with the way this stock can move, that could be within 3 to 5 weeks, perhaps. But anyway, I don't want to digress too much. Morrow Holdings earlier this week, Upstart Holdings. Now that also offers a meaningful, a significant buy signal over the near to midterm if those conditions are met. And as with the daily NVIDIA report, we provide you the precise conditions for those long entries. Anyway, check out wickedstocks.com. You can see it all for free, 5-day free trial up front. So let's jump into the charts. What a day on Thursday, the post-earnings activity. We nearly traded in, as wide as this channel structure is, between 153.97 and 138.58. Is there a better chart to show that? It's kind of like this. Yeah, this is more zoomed in. Yeah, we almost filled this entire channel out, which is kind of a 1 to 2 week channel. So obviously a volatile day on Thursday. We eased back, and ease is probably the wrong word, but we definitely tested the 140-130 descending channel top that we settled above Tuesday of this week. Broke below it, obviously settled above it. We settled, higher on the day after a wild day. So this stock could really go either way, and I'm talking today itself. But I still like the fact that we came off that 138.54 channel bottom earlier in the week, and I still think the 160.33 channel top remains in reach over the next couple of weeks if we can close today above 153.97 over the next 1 to 2 days. So, in terms of our 2 to 3 week time frame, it is still bottom picking 138.54. 3 to 5 day swing traders could bottom pick 138.54 up to 153.97 within 3 to 5 days. 2 to 3 week swing traders bottom picking 138.54 up to 160.33. And if we close above 153.97, of course, we'll see a 160.33 within just a day or two, where we could top out through the rest of the year and fall away to some variation of this channel bottom support in the 117.34 to 119.74 area. That would be the big picture play. So, I don't think we're going to see that today, but we could see this next week, 160.33. And if you've been long, for the last, week perhaps or more above this 138.54 channel bottom, and you're holding out for 160.33, that would be a solid area to take profits and consider playing the short side. As we're testing the low 160s, the 120 puts, for instance, would be certainly cheaper than they are right now. A good time to purchase those. And this would be, this is like a 1 to 2 month play to the downside if it were to transpire. And so I'm really just telling you that I would reach for 120 strike out of the money puts that don't expire for at least, I'd go 4 months out on that expiration time horizon. Now, of course, if we were to close above 160.33 over the next few days, it really doesn't indicate significant gains as we move, into January. What it does indicate, and here's the same formation on the weekly chart, 164.10, you can see it merely indicates the low 170s. This could be within just a few days. This 171.54 one-year channel top is converged upon by late December with the 164.10 3.5 month channel top. This area is significant resistance, able to contain buying through the first quarter, and from here we can fall away. So yes, I want you to consider this 160.33 channel top really the beginning of a wide zone into the low 170s that can capture buying pressures through the first quarter of next year. Let's talk downside. We've got 138.54, and we also have the channel top at 141.30. We've reduced that to an intraday support level. Do we show 149.77 on the daily chart? I don't think so anymore, but 149.77 is nothing more than the high from a couple of weeks ago. We certainly pushed through that on Thursday. We did not open above it, but we pushed through it. We pushed through it and almost tested the 153.97 a channel top before backing away to the 141.30 channel top. So 141.30 intraday support, able to contain solid intraday selling pressures, and if we break 141.30, the significant 138.54 is likely today. Inversely, upside, if we push through 149.77 today, that high from a couple of weeks ago, we should today test 153.97, where the market can top out for the day itself, potentially into later next week. But I don't really want to consider this a 3-star weekly resistance area, despite the fact that we could fall away from here back to 138.54 within a full week or so of trade. I do think that after all, we've had a series of buy signals and support levels over the last month or so that has been anticipating this 160.33 channel top. So I'd rather just keep it at that. Closing above 153.97 considered an eventuality, possibly today, and if so, we have a Monday, Tuesday test of 160.33. Now for the downside, if we were to close today below 138.54, that would be a meaningful sell signal. And I was actually going to take us back to this chart. And I'll tell you why. Because up until yesterday, Thursday, that was the high on the weekly chart. And so the low of the high, 135.57, is a meaningful pivot point in its own right. But we took that out on Thursday. So really, I'm just going back to this formation here. 138.54, still very buyable support level. Whether you're day trading, 3 to 5 day swing trading up to 153.97, or 2 to 3 week swing trading up to 160.33. But if we do close today below 138.54, I would bail on that long position. If your time horizon is anywhere from 3 to 5 days down to 129.13, or 3 to 5 weeks down into the 117.34 to 119.74 region. If we do close below 138.54, you can reach for 120 strike out of the money puts. Now, they'll be more expensive under that scenario than as they're testing 160.33, but there'd still be plenty of meat on them bones, as those puts would likely open up nicely as we move into the month of December, and assuming we then continue south into the 117.34 to 119.74 region, where, by the way, we could bottom out through January, even perhaps through the entire first quarter. Is there anything else to say beyond this? No, there's not, actually. I'm going to leave it at that. I'll be back on Sunday afternoon with Monday's NVIDIA report. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of that 5-day free trial. You'll be able to see the Mara Holdings and Upstart Holdings stock picks we put out earlier this week. You have a great weekend.